Live on FanCred. Thank you for joining us. It's Nick Stevens, a.k.a. your old pal Fitzy from the Greg Hill Show and WEEI, joined alongside the one and only, the almighty and powerful from 98.5 The Sports Hub, Toucher and Rich, Joey Murr. Joey, I know you're the slightly bearded, slightly balded powder keg of Foxborough Fury that I am right now. So instead of just henpecking our way through 3 quarters of bullshit, why don't you just have at it, guy? Because this game sucks.
What was the game plan whatsoever in this game? What was the game plan? You started out running the football, 9 of 11 plays. You ran the football, and on third down, you hit Julian Edelman to get first downs. You get into the red zone, and you throw the ball on 3 straight plays. Then you go up 3-0. You have the pick 6 happen. You're down 7-3, and all of a sudden it's let's go away from the running game. Absolutely go away from the running game. That defense stinks. Their defense is not good. I will give Romeo Crennel a ton of credit for what he's done today, especially that blitz on a third down that went right through Isaiah Wynn's gap. But
when Wynn got deked out by Roby, who's arguably, at least on the Texans defense, I had no idea this kid who gave the Pats fits in Denver coming back to the Texans defense tonight would be our frigging undoing, aside from our own inadequacy, ineptitude, and inability to complete a frigging 4th down pass.
Yeah, and that's all Crennel. I mean, again, I don't think their defense is good. I don't. I'll tip my cap to them. Like, Watson's made some nice plays, but for the most part, the Patriots are even still in this game, down 21-9. Right. But for the most part, though, Brady, that we're going to talk about this probably for days now, is what did he say on the sideline there? The throw to Harry on the side. You can blame Harry all you want. He shouldn't have thrown that football. You don't throw that football when you're being chased, when you have Edelman wide open in the flat down on the right-hand side. So, to me, it's game plan. It's Josh McDaniels and a little bit of Tom Brady here. The defense, the linebackers have absolutely been exposed. Duke Johnson on one side, Dante Hightower and Patrick Chung got blew up on one of the blown up.
Right. And how about Patrick Chung getting blown up, not for back on the tight end, just going for the literally just like walking to school and watching Duke Johnson sashay over to him and snatch his lunch money and then punk him on that little wide receiver screen that they did on the first touchdown. You said it was a pick 6. Devil's in the details, but who gives a shit at this point because it's still 21-9. That play, like Van Noy just got completely punked because they rolled McCourty over because they wanted to double DeAndre Hopkins on that play. Defense played a lot of zone early on, which didn't make any sense because zone for a team that has arguably the best corners and best secondary in football is almost an equivalent to the Patriots playing a prevent, and we all know what that does. Normally there's like a couple of head scratchers in the game, and then we'll all tweet about it or say something on the radio that'll cause a lot of, extra sensitive and feisty Pats fans to clap back at us or say like, oh, come on, can't you guys appreciate how great things are right now? But time and time and time again, tonight, they've just made mistake after mistake after mistake. And like you said, what was the game plan? They're supposed to run the ball early. They went 9 of 11 with out of the first 11 plays, they ran the ball. And then when they got down to first and goal at the 6, they run the ball. They get down to the 2 or the 3. And then let's take Wheels Brady, roll him out to the right, and try to see if we can hit Myers on the post. Lucky that didn't get picked. And then the third down, he just threw away into the back of the end zone. Like, run the friggin' ball. You got 2.5 yards to get against a mediocre front line that you pushed around on the opening drive. Why go away from what's working?
Yeah, and I would have still gone back to the running game, right? I mean, isn't that – they've struggled to run the football, but – I would have come out right at the half. You're still down 14-3. You try to run the football and then open up the passing game. Right now, they're double teaming Julian Edelman. Sanu, whatever he's doing. By the way, Sanu sucks. I'm out on Sanu. By the way, he caught a punt returning.
You're out already.
Yeah, it sucks. By the way, they give him a 2nd-round pick for that guy. He can't punt return. He fair caught a punt return within the 7. Right. Listen, I played football. I was an offensive lineman, okay? But I know if I'm within the 10 yards and it's behind me, I'm letting that shit go. Right?
Right. That's the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea why, for God's sakes, because he hurt himself against Philadelphia a few weeks ago. So now he's fair catching everything, which he's probably under state orders to do so. But all right, oh God, I just want to throw. I'm not sure which one I want to go out the window first. My phone, my laptop, or the TV. All right, let's get Andrew from Florida on the fan line. Of course, you can join by going down the lower right-hand corner, clicking on the join the party pal or whatever the hell that button is. It's a little green button down there. I can read everything you're saying. Welcome in Andrew from Florida on the Fan Cred fan line, fourth quarter live, Pats versus Texans. What's up, Andrew? You look at like I'm not sure if you're watching this game or you're on the toilet, but you look like you get the same kind of face either way.
I'm really concerned moving forward because this team is obviously going to get into the playoffs, and there are 3 teams better than them that could easily beat them at any point. And I fear that if they lose this week, obviously Baltimore gets the number 1 seed, but I fear that this is going to be a kind of a sour note for Tom Brady going into free agency. And I think the Pats aren't going to get out of the divisional round. And I think I know that's pretty bold to say, but it's the way these last 4 games have looked. It's not been pretty. And, I started thinking to myself, is this really just because we don't have Gronkowski anymore? And I'm like, that's not it. We haven't had Gronk all year, and we've kept winning. So I honestly don't know what's going on anymore. I think it's finally safe to say that the dynasty is over and the reign of Tom Brady is over.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Well, I don't disagree with a lot of what you said right there, my man. Look, last year happened. Andrew, thanks. What do we say? Thanks for the call. Thanks for the fan cred. You work at sports radio, Joe. We're supposed to say, hey, guys, thanks. Thanks. I'll sign off. I'll stop downloading and listen. Thank you. So I'll let you have it that first. Only thing I'll say to all of it is the same way everyone is like, oh, this game's really not going to, like everyone was tweeting in the third quarter, like this game's only going to finally come alive when it becomes 28-3. Like everyone's going to say, hold on, guys. Last year after the Miami Miracle and then the loss in Pittsburgh, we were all saying the same thing. And look how it ended, all right? Last year was last year, and it has nothing to do with this year. And everyone who plays for this particular incarnation of the team who are about to get scored on again would say the exact same damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, again, I was one of those
good touchdown.
Yeah, I was one of those guys who thought last year it was all said and done. Wow, a pitch. Wow, you don't see that very often in the NFL. It's like some old Nebraska shit right there. Anyways, as far as opponents go, yeah, the Ravens are their better team, and you know what? Wait until the Kansas City Chiefs drop 40 on their ass next week. It's not going to get any better right now. And I've been very critical of Tom Brady. Fitz, I'm one of these guys that I think he's been crybaby. I think he's been whining about the weapons he has. I mean, he's got first round picks there. He has talent, but for the most part, though. Like, I think he knows that they can't go far. I think he's known that now for 3-4 weeks. And after this game tonight, I'm excited to what he has to say tonight because it's been funny, right? Belichick after these wins has been really happy based on how the defense has been playing, and it's Brady the one who's been a piss mouth. So after today, the defense sucked. The offense sucks. The coaching sucks. The special team sucks. Like they're not good enough to advance to where we think this team can go to win Super Bowls. They're just not right now.
Not good enough. They just let Nuke Hopkins run an option wide route and then do a lateral pitch to Watson for a touchdown. Just when this hasn't been the way it's been all season. And I was saying all week, and Mike from New York, we're going to bring you in on the fan line in just 1 second, buddy. But I was saying all week long, before I even get to the whole Belichick-Brady thing and how Belichick's been, smirking his way through the season, and Brady, who I got to talk to every Monday, that's no weird flex or humble brag guy. It's yeoman's work sometimes to get him out of this 2019 funk that he's been in, thanks to the offense and the young receivers that he's dealing with. I was saying all week, maybe this is the week the offense is going to need to bail the defense out, or they're going to have to win the game. And look what happens. Just when it goes 21-9 and we think there's a glimmer of hope, a chance, they just march straight down the field on him. God, this game is an absolute shit show. Mike, I don't even know if you want to join this absolute funeral right now that we're having for an about to be 10-2 team. But anyone who'd like to join you, we can reply to everything on the producer's line in the corner. You hit the green button, and you can join this party. Yeah, Mike, your face says it all right now, guy. I don't know. What? Just what? I mean,
I think at this point, I put a lot of blame, a little bit on McDaniels too on this. Murray, you were saying it before. I don't understand any of the play calling, the helping out, any kind of help with the blocking or anything along those lines. And then can we just talk about that stupid extra point thing, like where they took the penalty and then we're going to take a guy who I think made something like 5 out of 21 extra points before, some like weird stat like that with 4 Bath or whatever his name is. And then you're going to put him back at the 20-yard line to kick an extra point. At that point, just take the 2. What do you have to lose? It made absolutely no sense. I mean, my daughter, who's 6 years old, is able to decide that that's a better decision than to have a stupid kicker do something like that.
Yeah, normally you see Belichick patrol the sidelines and you think, oh, they're going to make the right call here and they're going to do something like, I'm not saying it's going to be like the snap it through the back of the end zone in 2003 kind of Belichick genius. But, but you don't expect them to say, all right, we're looking for this certain kind of defense. Oh, we're not going to get it. All right, we'll call it. No, we won't call it.
Yeah.
We'll just take the 5, and then we'll make our 4th kick. Had missed, I think, 8 extra points, or was only 75% on extra points last year. Come in and have to make a 38-yard extra point on only a second friggin' kick for the pass. Like, this is the.
I told Felger a couple of weeks ago, and I stand by it. Sony Michel sucks, blows, awful. Cannot be on this team. He's not even out there. He's useless.
Disagree with you.
You disagree? No way.
He ran for 86 yards in like the first half, and they went away from the
Where was he? But all right, every time he's out there, you're going to run the ball. It's not a pass of any kind, so the defense can load up on him. And a couple of those were missed tackles when he was able to go.
You're bringing some useless 2-point conversion that clearly we're like on when we first joined. We talked about it. It was a 4th and 1. You get the greatest QB sneak artist in the history of the game, and you throw a slant pass to Sanu who drops the ball. I understand it's hands, but that changed the whole entire game. You get that first down, you score a point, you play defense, you stop them, you're right back in it. I'm sick of the whole Sony Michel sucks thing. He doesn't. He does. He doesn't. He doesn't suck. They've won Super Bowls with worse people. Remember last year they won with Sony Michel.
I understand. But that's when they had an offensive line that could block.
They won 2 Super Bowls, guys. They won 2 Super Bowls. Mike, right? They won 2 Super Bowls with Antoine Smith, who the Bills of 2000 didn't want. I mean, they've won with inferior rushing talent before, and Sony Michel looked fine last year. Everyone seems to conveniently forget, and not you, because you look like a well-versed Pats fan who's been around the block. If just judging by rally towels and echelon, I would say you're in the upper echelon. You're in the upper echelon of Patriots fans. I may have been disconnected. I may not have been, but okay. All right. So, look, I mean, people seem to forget. It's not that it's convenient. It's just that this has been such an upside down and unpleasant season that has 10 wins and about to have 2 losses. They've gone 2 fullbacks down, Joey. You lost Trent Brown and subbed him in for 20% of Isaiah wins so far. Cannon hasn't been himself. I feel like Tooney and Shaq have been playing below their pay grade. You lose your center to start the season, and not only has the tight end position been a sieve all year, but arguably one of the 10 best blocking tight ends of all time retired. We're sitting here begging for Dwayne Allen, for Christ's sakes. Thanks for the call check-in, Mike. Appreciate you, pal.
Yeah, listen, I understand that Sony Michel underperformed. He doesn't suck. And listen, like you to your point,
right?
The Andrews,
your station started that narrative, Murray.
Oh, dude, no shit. listen. Tomorrow,
thanks.
It's probably not even worth listening from 2 to 6 tomorrow because you know what it's going to be. It's going to be
no.
And this. No. Can we just start this by saying now? I want to start now, okay? Because I want to do 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay.
It's not the Tom Brady cliff. This is not the Tom Brady cliff. I know we've seen it with Favre. We're seeing it with Phillip Rivers right now. This isn't the cliff. The team sucks. The personnel sucks. The coaching staff and the game plan was bad tonight. You're losing to Bill O'Brien and the Texans. Think about that. It's not the cliff.
You're getting faced. You are getting embarrassed. You are getting curb stomped. You are getting junk whipped. You're getting pistol whipped by Bill O'Brien, your former protege, who you were 5-0 against in his home turf, where you had your most important win in franchise history, and you look like fried dog shit tonight on national television.
Twice. By
What
the
it
way.
is about Pats can't get it together on us. Pats have not looked good. Hey, Tommy, taking up. Hey, Marcus Cannon. I'm not sure if it was Newhouse or Cannon. Jesus, now I'm just resorting to bad stereotypical voices just so I can celebrate the. Well, but by the way, everybody, Joey and I, it's what? It's 11:05 tonight right now. It's snowing like crazy outside. When we're done with this funeral, then I got to go shovel for 2 hours. And then the two of us got to wake our ass up at 4 o'clock just so we can go in and take your calls from 6 to 10 and listen to everyone shit on the Patriots and try to put a positive spin on it. This is a nightmare.
Oh, there's no.
You're welcome.
Oh, by the way, let's on the two planes, right? The flu. Oh, there was the flu plane, and then there's the non-flu plane, and they had to get everybody together. Like, I am just ready to hear all the bullshit excuses tomorrow. You guys lost to the Texans, and you suck. Romeo Crennel outcoached your ass today. Bill O'Brien outcoached your ass.
Man. Oh, this is, and just for everyone, and David from Tacoma, we're going to get to you in 1 second and bring you into what is slowly turning into just absolute. This is. I feel like this is like a Black Friday rush, Joey, on hot Pats takes and shitting on the Patriots right now. And you know what? I've been waiting to open this proverbial can of critical whoop ass for a long time because as somebody who not just sort of plays the part, but is by and large for 45 years on this earth and the 18 years I've been parading around by a different Irish nickname. Nice catch, buddy. You know, I always have to play the part of believing in everything. Brady will solve all. He walks on water. He turns Miller Lite into wine. You know, it just comes to a point where things suck and you have to be open about it. And you can't just say like, oh, but 2018, oh, but 28-3, oh, but always believe in touchdown Tom. Like right now, they suck, period. End of story. And I know if Trent Dilfer swooped in and said the same thing, let's face it, they're not good anymore, then magically we'd be on to Cincinnati. We ain't getting on to Kansas City with the same kind of rally, verve, vigor, and all other words that mean that they'd be able to beat the Chiefs. This is going to be some shit next week, buddy. You want to bring David? You want to bring David in?
Stay under 47 points at this point.
Oh, you're looking to make shandies out of the bucket of lemons that the Pats are doing.
All right, boys. I'll be quick.
God. Hey, what's up, David from Tacoma?
Good.
How you doing, pal? No, I didn't think so. What are you drinking?
What's concerning to me is that now I think there's just an obvious blueprint to beat this team. And that's why you lost to Harbaugh. And I'm not saying O'Brien's a good coach or even close to it, but he has somewhat of a clue when it comes to you. And it's just pick on the linebackers. And I don't understand how the hell do you go with your 3-day-old kicker instead of going for it there? I don't understand that, and I'll never understand that. I'm just as
no. Yeah, dude. That bit. First of all, you have to have one for me because, like I said, I got to shovel and wake up in like 5 hours. 2, that beer can't be big enough right now for that play alone. You could use the 2 points over the 1. There's a good chance he's going to miss it because he's not exactly an extra point specialist. You just effing signed the guy 2 days ago. Oh, and by the way, Belichick, who I think most of us, David, Joey, everyone watching right now, thanks for being part of Fan Cred fourth quarter Y as opposed to live. You had the other kicker that you could have gone with, and you just let him go off waivers, and now this guy's dropping onside kicks and banging field goals for the Falcons.
I Irish goodbye so I could watch this game, and I'm going to get shit for it tomorrow. And that was not worth it at all.
Just tell it was a girl. You got away with it, right?
Yeah,
but look, you mentioned a blueprint, though. Like, at least the Ravens ran the ball down their throat. Tonight it was, Duke Johnson, right? It was, Kenny Stills got behind. And I like Jonathan Jones. I think he's a nice player. But he got beat tonight for the first time.
How the hell does that happen?
And there was no safety over the top on that play. Like,
no, they've been running a lot of zero blitzes, and once they ran away from those zones, guys, they started getting back into a lot of zero blitzes and back to man, which has been their strength all season. But I feel like they didn't expect the running backs to be isolated on the linebackers, who have been a strength of theirs all season. And then I don't think they expected guys, or maybe they did, and then they just got beat with guys like Fuller, who's got crazy straight line, inline to take the top off the defense speed. Thanks for joining us, David, appreciate you, pal. Please have another giant beer for me. That was an awesome pass by Brady into the camera well on the sidelines. That looked great. But then, he makes the play. And I like Jonathan Jones a lot too, Joey. I feel like he's made arguably the 2 or 3 biggest plays defensively on the season. He knocked out Josh Allen with that big hit. He ran down Chubb, punched the ball from his hands. And up to that minute, that punching the ball out of Fuller's hand, you could have said that was probably one of the 5 biggest defensive plays of the year. Turns around, next play, they just say, oh, he's probably gassed. Let's just run another super fast inline receiver down their throat. They send Stills down there, and he just gets flat out beat. Just everything we trusted up to tonight has just been thrown in our face.
I think the defense will be fine, right? I mean, they're going to give up 28 points tonight. Yeah. It's the worst performance they've had all year. The offense didn't help them out whatsoever. Terrible field position, all that stuff. Okay, they'll be fine. Yeah. But for me, it's all offense, and I don't know. I'm just going to flat out say it. Is there somebody, a receiver or somebody else, some other skill position guy that has balls besides Edelman? Does somebody else have balls? Does somebody else want the football?
Yeah.
Can somebody else say, give me the ball, I want to play, and there's no one else that can get separation on this team. And I want to know, when you talk to Brady, you should say to him, hey, man, what happened there? What were you saying on the sideline there? Because it looked like it was separation. We need to get, we need to start, being more aggressive.
Got to be faster. We got to be quicker. We got to be more explosive.
But Edelman's the only guy.
Everyone's running in mud, or everyone's thinking about their routes. It looks like everyone's thinking about where they need to go. And I know Sanu is new, but
that's Tom Brady, the circle of trust. He doesn't trust these guys out there.
I feel like Myers has a sack on him. I feel like Myers gives a shit. I feel like Myers is trying his ass off. I do. I feel like from day one that they brought the kid in, when he popped in preseason, looked like he had gained some trust. It looked like they believed in this kid. And this was another undrafted free agent diamond in the rough for the Patriots. But I don't know how much you can expect this guy to do. Edelman is not a deep threat. Brady is chucking between 1 and 3 balls down the field every game to Edelman. They don't trust the tight ends, but Lacoste is probably open on 50% of his routes. James White, that's the check down safety valve, either on the wheel or on a little option route or a punch and release.
Isn't that a guy you probably want to put in the slot at this point and try to see if you can get something there?
Get him on a linebacker who's probably got better speed and better moves than. All right. Hey, listen, Matthew in Framingham, he's on the line. He's feeling so good about his life and his Patriots. He wants to join the commiseration committee 2019. Matthew, get on in here, you son of a bitch. Join your old pal Fitzy and Joey Murr on the fan line. What's happening, pal?
How you doing, Fitzy? Joe Murr, how you doing, brother?
Buddy, how you doing?
Hey, are you currently either outside at a comedy club or on a porn set? Not a lot of people call just from blank.
I mean, you can call it a porn set, but I call it my bedroom.
Yeah.
But
all right. So how you feeling?
Not good. I mean, there's not one bright spot. This is like the one game. I can't remember the last time there's been a game where there's not one bright spot. And the way that they've been out-coached by Romeo Crennel and O'Brien, and the fact that, by the way, Murray, I got 46.5. I think the under is good. But I also love the Pats at 3. And, Bedard had me convinced. He studied the tape. He was telling me, this Houston defense, talk about terrible. They look amazing to me. And I know they're not good, but they look amazing against this team right now. That's what we need. We need like a real playmaker. And I'm telling you, Sanu was not the answer. I mean, the game that when everything changed, when we had a chance to actually maybe get back in this game, was that 4th and inches or 4th and 1 or whatever, when they did the play action, went to Sanu when he dropped it. That was when everything.
But don't forget, he did get interfered with. The Patriots could have actually gone with, since nobody knows what pass interference is anymore or how to use the replay of it, they could have gone for that and seen that he did get hit once the ball was in the air. But still, if Spots, Candies, and Nuts, we can all have a Merry Christmas, and it's Cyber Monday at the Excuse Factory tomorrow. Fact of the matter is, the ball hit Sanu straight on his giant man hands, and he dropped it. It's bad. Sorry. I mean, no excuses. Matthew, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Listen, I hear you. He should have caught the ball. The rally continues.
You got the ball.
You got to go. You got to run the football in that situation. You have to. run the football in that situation. That's on McDaniels. That's completely on McDaniels.
Looks like now we have, I think his name is Mike. Mike from Metro West joins us on the Fan Cred Fan Line Live. Felger, what the hell,
What's
man?
up, bitches? How are you?
What's up, Mike?
Yeah. Great game so far.
I mean,
huh?
I don't know what to. I know the storyline is going to be.
Where do you begin with this
problems
shit show?
on offense and Brady's lack of weapons. I don't think Brady was this good in this game. I think he had guys early to go to, and I think the story is as much about him as it is about the lack of. I mean, I don't. You tell me. Was Philip Dorsett open in the back of the end zone on that first series when he sent it about 5
Yes, he
yards
was.
over his head? Was he open?
Yeah, and Brady, and when Brady missed him or overthrew it, I think Brady thought he wasn't going to come open, chucked it into the stands, and then either saw that he was open on the Jumbotron when he's walking off because he screamed as he was leaving the field, and it can't be because someone ran the wrong route. He could have dumped the ball to him at the back of the end zone by the post.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike, I don't think it's Brady. I don't think this has anything to do with Brady off a cliff or playing bad. I know he's not playing great. They've been absolutely outcoached. Romeo Crennel has completely outcoached Josh McDaniels multiple plays tonight. I mean, we didn't even get the old gimmick Josh McDaniels play that somehow works that I fucking hate, by the way. But for the most part, though, 4th and 1, it's in Sanu's hands. He drops it. You need to run the football in that play 99 out of 100%. 100 times. You have to do that. They didn't do it, and that cost them the game.
Okay, it's up there, but, that play was there, okay?
Catch the
Even throwing
The ball.
it, the play was there. The play was there. He was open. The ball was there. A little high and wide. The timing was taken off a little bit by that PI you're talking about. But that play is there. That play has got to be made. So I don't want to hear about the lack of weapons when you've got that play in the bag. That play should have been made. It was there. So,
Yeah, but I'm kind of with Joey though on the idea that like they ran 9 of the first 11 plays, Felger, and they have success. They get down to the red zone, and what do? They run the first ball. They run on first down. They get 3 out of the 6 they need, and then 2nd and goal from the 3, and then 3rd and goal from the 3. It's run Brady to the right like it's Super Bowl 38, and he's going to hit Deion Branch down the sideline. This is a 42-year-old man thrown to a rookie wide receiver by the post. That almost gets picked, and then he misses Dorsett on 3rd down by 25 feet. I don't know if these are the play calls coming in, if Brady's just running something different, or just if it's just brain farts across the board. It looks like everyone's thinking, Mike. It looks like no one's actually just fluidly playing. Everyone is thinking about what they're doing, and that's death on the football field.
So there's no question there was bad night for the coaching. What the fuck was that thing where they take the delay game on the 2-pointer? Only to have the new dickbag kicker, of course, miss then the extra point. Like what was that?
We don't know.
Bad night for the
No
coach.
idea.
People have been commenting. I'm looking down here. Did N'Keal Harry see the field after that interception?
Nope.
On the that's it?
No, and that's Brady's fault. I don't care. That is Brady can't throw that ball to him. He can't. Edelman is sitting there in the flat. You can't.
The second Brady stepped back and he saw Harry curling in, Roby knew that's exactly what they were doing. That was as much film study as it was a bad pass by Brady or a weak route with no push from Harry.
Not sure exactly what Harry did wrong there. I mean, up in the crispest route, or he didn't,
He didn't like box him out to try to get, deflect the pass. It went. Roby just cut him right off. Well, Mike,
because we can't say that Tom Brady ever did anything bad because we're bad.
Just to look at the defensive side of the football, your boy Kyle Van Noy got roasted by Duke Johnson down the sideline. I like Kyle, so I don't think I'm shitting on you, bud, but you sucked in coverage tonight. And then Dante Hightower gets blown up on the other side while Patrick Chung is getting beast moded into the end zone there. Their linebackers can't cover. They can't cover, and they had no safety over the top deep tonight. None.
So credit Houston here. They threw to backs and tight ends, backs, tight ends, backs, tight ends all night long. And on that second touchdown, it was a tight end coming out of the backfield like he was a running back. So that's how you get the Patriots. You throw on Van Noy, you throw on Hightower, you throw on Roberts. That's where they're vulnerable. Houston finally, someone got it and exposed them on that.
Yeah, but we've known that these linebackers are great, that they're not great coverage backs, and that's the part of the field that you can stretch and expose. So is that something the Patriots didn't think they would do, considering one of the 2 healthy backs that they have? God, they look so bad right now, even out of the corner of my eye. Is that something the Patriots weren't expecting or didn't think that the Texans would come into this game? Do they think they were going to be so dumb as to just keep throwing at Nuke and Fuller all game long. It feels like the Pats have been surprised by the fact that Houston actually has half a brain.
Well, I am surprised. I thought Houston had no brain. I mean, I think the Pats, maybe they get lulled into it like we do, that no one can figure it out. No one can come up with a good plan. And so when it happens, you're just not prepared for it. But, I mean, most teams, that's, get linebackers and coverage. That's what you're looking for. So, I mean, credit to Houston. They did it.
Yeah, I just think Romeo Crennel tonight is, as much as Bill O'Brien and Romeo Crennel have looked bad in the past. I mean, we were talking about it earlier, but there was a sack on Brady where Isaiah Wynn literally just didn't know what zone to be in as they score a touchdown here, but didn't know what zone to be in. I mean, that is just that's coaching 101. You got a rookie there at left tackle who's, trying to block to the left, misses the guy right on the right side zone. And that was all night long. But if we're noticing a trend here, the bad field position for the offense does not help the defense whatsoever. The problems on offense are literally trickling down now to the defense.
Well, the Patriots also, by the way, are leaps and bounds ahead in the time of possession in this game too. So you can't say that the defense is gassed because they haven't even been on the field that much. They've given up chunk yardage. They made bad tackles, and they've looked confused at times against a Houston offense that hasn't been alive in almost a month.
Okay. So
what do you do here now? Down 28. I might be a little behind here. Are they going for 2?
No, you let Forbath go for a 43-yarder here.
So they're down 13. You try and get it to 11. Touchdown field goal.
Yep.
And I think Sanu sucks. Like, this is just my own thing. They gave up a second-round pick for this guy, but I was an offensive lineman. Okay, I know if a punt came to me and I'm getting a punt return and I'm behind the 10, okay, I let that shit bounce into the end zone. This guy though, nope. Let's get a fair catch and let's get our shitty offense going from the 7-yard line. He's slow. He's terrible. He can't move whatsoever. He can't catch the football in clutch situations, and it just. To me, he's just sucks. He's a bad acquisition, I think.
I don't get why they wanted him over Sanders. I don't get it. And
going for Sanu over Sanders?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I thought Manny Sanders obviously was the guy that they coveted years ago. Thought they would have gone for him again. He's been great for San Francisco. But how come Sanu looked so good against the Ravens and couldn't get open against the Eagles?
Garbage time.
Everyone could get open against the Eagles today in Miami, and now can't get open again against the Texans.
I thought that was garbage time, if you ask me. That Ravens game, they were down, and he just was getting open. They were just leaving him down as the slot guy. Don't let Edelman beat you or Dorsett beat you over the top.
Are you not a believer in the flat Earth conspiracy theory that if Edelman doesn't fumble that ball, they could have won that game?
Oh yeah.
In Baltimore, no. Well, I believe it's a 1-possession game, Nick. I believe that it's not a blowout. I mean, that's a 14-point swing, so I totally believe in that.
Good. Okay.
But would they have won? No, but I think it would have been a 1-possession game.
Right.
So, I love these onside kicks now. You see that fucking shit on Thanksgiving? Who was that?
Coup.
Atlanta recovered 3 straight.
Yeah. Yes. Former Patriots practice squad kicker, Young Hoo Koo.
All right. On that, I'm gonna bounce, boys. Sorry, I was late. Sorry, I was in transit. I'll catch everybody next week. All right.
Later, Mike.
See ya.
You betcha. Have fun tomorrow.
Bye.
See ya.
Did they get this onside kick? No. Did they? No.
Wow.
It's painful to watch.
What the hell kind of onside kick was that?
I mean, I'd rather have Ebner do it, Just Ebner kick it off and run it down.
Oh yeah. Why not? Man. Talking about Ebner kicking off just brings back great feelings. 14-0. Can't possibly lose to the Eagles that night. God, what a mess. Oh, and who's that asshole behind Bill O'Brien who looks like a bartender in Williamsburg with the mustache wax and the curly mustache? Come on.
I just, again, want to keep this under the 47 points. That's all I care about here right now.
All right, so you're at 43 right now. So at this point, unless the Pats are going to possibly win, you don't.
I'll tell you something. Like I cap a lot of games, man. I bet a ton of games on the NFL, NBA, all that stuff. The Texans suck. Like, they're not a good team. They didn't even cover last week against the Colts. They were 3.5-point favorites. They didn't cover. Like, they're not a good defensive team, and they have talent on offense. But tonight, this seemed like the game, the medicine the Patriots needed to get their offense back on track. Instead, going backwards.
I completely thought tonight was going to be the night. I had Pats 30, Texans 20. That was my pick heading into the game. This isn't the defensive line with Watt and Merciless and Clowney. This isn't the same team that came in and threw a scare into the Pats in January 2017 when Deion Lewis had to bail them out. This is a completely different team that they should have been able to take advantage of. Instead, I feel like it's a combination of just bad coaching and their own mistakes that they're going to be pissing and moaning about, as they probably can't fly home because it's an absolute shitstorm up here. And it looks like it's a shitstorm there, and probably will be on both of our airwaves tomorrow. All right. Thanks for joining us here on Fourth Quarter Live. Your old pal Fitzy, Nick Stevens, and Joey Murr from the Sports Hub. We got lots of traffic here tonight. Thank you guys for chiming in. Jared, Sanu is trash. Okay, he's with you, Joey.
Oh, yeah.
Joe says, WTF was up with using the same defensive set after that great strip by Jones in the end zone. I know. We covered that earlier. Chris in Lynn. Lynn said you've sinned. If you can get out, you can get it in. Is on the fan line right here with Murr and Fitzy on Fourth Quarter Live on FanCred. Chris, the floor is yours, my man. What's happening?
Does it have to be? Unfortunately, in this in Flieger's parlance, garbage.
Yeah, garbage is a fair choice of words.
Garbage. Listen, I think the State of Merit's going to start. I mean, what's the difference right now? Does it matter? Why keep them out there? Here's what I really want to talk about is that Buffalo game comes Saturday in 3 weeks' time.
Yeah.
That might be for the division, the way I'm feeling right now, to be honest with you.
Well, it could be interesting because think about it, Chris. So if it's for the division, then so the Patriots obviously play the Chiefs next week, and we're not feeling great, even though it's at home, and they've had good luck against the Chiefs the last. Yeah, we all know that. That's going to be a tough one. At the same time, the Ravens go to Buffalo to play the Bills. So I guess we have to root for the Bills to beat the Ravens while we hope the Pats somehow can pull it together and beat the Chiefs. And then we have to beat those very same Bills that we're rooting to beat the Ravens next week on Saturday the 21st. I guess there's a scenario or a case wherein it could be for the division, but at the same time, the Pats would really have to suck to make that a for the AFC East game.
Well, tell me this. Tell me how this changes next week in a week's time against a team that blew out Oakland. And granted, they were at home. It was a no-show, but how does that change in a week's time? Because I don't see it. I certainly don't.
Only thing I can tell you is that the Chiefs are known for really big plays. I know the Patriots gave up a few big plays tonight, but they're not known to giving up like those kind of big plays like the Chiefs did today. But to tell you the truth, I don't know. I already looked. I think they were 4-point dogs next week already, and I'll try to look that up before we get out of here. But it's going to be.
Pats are opening as an early 4-point favorite.
Wow.
You kidding me? Why?
Yeah, Joey knows this better than anyone else. You always open up if the teams are equal, you always open up as a 3-point favorite at home.
I know that, but I mean, the way they're playing right now, I won.
You think the Chiefs should be favored next week?
Points on that one.
Yeah, Chiefs should be right now. The only thing I can see is the Patriots technically don't lose at home ever, but they have lost to the Chiefs at home before. So,
Nick, let me say this to you: become a Bruins fan because that's your next champion. Because it's not this team, and I'm not sold on the Celtics yet. The Red Sox, who knows? But I think the Bruins are your champions. And
Chris, I'm a Bruins fan, not to the degree I am obviously a Pats fan. I love me some black and gold, and I'm not going to shoot that takedown right now. I'm not going to give it the life you hope it deserves, but I'm not going to shoot that takedown right now because this is somewhere between a Miami meltdown and a 17-10 loss in Pittsburgh right now. But it's its own entity. They don't look good on either side of the ball. So if we add this, so Joey, if we add this to their November, the Patriots have scored 65 points since Halloween. 65 points since Halloween.
It's not good.
What's that, 5 weeks, give or take? That's what, 13 points a game? Yeah, that'll save us.
Yeah, that'll get it done, right? I mean, hey, someone out there right now is probably saying, yeah, that won a Super Bowl, guy. Okay.
Bruins, that many 11 goals in 2 games, and they scored 13 points on average in 5 weeks. What's that tell you?
That's a good stat right
All
there.
that. What's that tell you?
Hey,
It's against the Montreal Frogs. If anyone's from Montreal, my wife is, but too bad. That's just too bad. But think about that. That's
can Pastrnak run a 12-yard out?
He could, yeah, faster than more on deep, more as a point. Yeah, absolutely.
It's probably better than Sanu right now.
I got news for you, buddy. I don't know if you guys read DJ Bean's column. He's the best athlete. He's the best deal right now of any professional sport in Boston right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think?
But we're on Patriot watch right now.
Yeah,
as we're trying to keep it under 47 points. And Tom Brady, this will really piss me off. This will piss me off if they lose this game and it somehow goes over the total. That will really set me off for the rest of the night.
That will absolutely ruin your Christmas. You want to talk about pissing in those Cheerios? You're eating at 5:50 tomorrow morning before you go live.
Oh.
Well, the one thing you can say, since both of us, have worked in the traditional model of frequency modulated media for a while, it's a little easier when the team stinks as opposed to trying to figure out what to say when they win.
Oh, it's great. I mean, what started all this was the Red Sox making bad decisions to the coach and all that shit.
Yeah.
Well, you can't shit on the coach anymore unless Malcolm Butler doesn't play in the Super Bowl. So now you can't shit on the greatest quarterback of all time anymore. So where do we go now? Is it the drafting? Is it the assistant coach? Is it is it the kicker? Right? I mean, the kicker is one of the easiest things now.
The coaching, the free agency moves, the personnel department. Felger said Felger was a little more disappointed in Brady. Good. Look at all these chunk yardage, these 30, 40, 50-yard. Dude, they're going to score again. The final score of this game is going to be Patriots 22, Houston 28. It's going to be 50 points, and a lot of people out there are going to lose their under bet.
Unless they took the over, then they're happy and whatever.
No, but whoever – sorry, dude.
The score?
Yep. Brady to Edelman for the touchdown.
Useless.
Where the hell was this all game? You mother effers. You absolute mother effers.
Suck.
You absolute sons of bitches. Look at this. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a prevent defense that the Texans have been playing for the better part of the fourth quarter. But oh, God. All right, so what are we supposed to do? Now am I supposed to pivot back to, well, it's just a couple of unfortunate plays, and, if the Patriots got their head out of their ass earlier, then maybe they would have been able to win this game?
Well, that's literally what.
Oh, good. You make this one, asshole. Good job. Is that what we're supposed to pivot back to, or it's all this just came in garbage time and Houston let them keep it close because they knew they'd be able to recover the final onside kick, blah, blah, blah?
This sucks.
Yeah, sorry about that, bet guy.
This sucks. That's useless. Useless. Oh, great. Yeah, let's lose by 6. Oh, wait. Now we get the onside kick now, right? Oh, there's a chance. There's a chance here. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Watch that.
Telling me there's a chance. Ross says, can you guys talk about how much we miss Trent Brown? No. We can, but no.
The guy was a good player, but Albatross would come back.
Guy was a mountain of a man who could block humans in the sun. It would have been great to keep him. They weren't paying him $16 million a year. He also doesn't play the interior of the offensive line, which is where I think they've had more rushing issues than not all season long. And Isaiah Wynn made a bad play tonight. Otherwise, the kids look great. He's only played. Get it! Baldy motherfucker!
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, he had it. He had it. And there's a flag. I don't know. Again, I don't know. They might have said he touched it too early or whatever. Anyways, the muff man though, he can kick. The guy can punt. Maybe he's the star of the night.
Jake Bailey's the best player on the Patriots.
He might be.
I'm not wrong. I feel like the guy sitting out in front of that on that table on that meme. Jake Bailey is the best player in the Patriots. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, does this suck, man?
Oh my God! Wait.
And again, you got to start looking. And just one thing, the David Andrews health thing,
Right.
that blew up the whole. Ted Karras, fine guy, fine human being. He left tonight's game.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll return, but he can't snap. I think he's a bad snapper. I don't think he's the greatest player in the world, but maybe he's some of the reasons why that running game isn't playing, and maybe they put Ferentz in there at some point, and I don't know, maybe. But I don't know. Next week, I don't know how the hell they're 4.5-point favorites. I'm concerned. And while we're at it, right?
Yeah.
The Buffalo team. There's no shot Buffalo can win the East, right?
No, there is. There's a Buffalo could win out. Buffalo has 3 losses right now. Buffalo is a 9-3 team. Buffalo is. Hold on. If they just called, so Bolden obviously didn't get the ball. Did they call him guilty of an illegal touch? This is such a good kick. Look at that bounce that Bailey got. Oh, Bolden guy. Son of a bitch. So we got the first moment of legitimate excitement. They went up 3-0, and then it was just dog shit downhill for the majority of the night. They've come all the way back. Ugh. They barely beat the Colts last week. How the hell did the Patriots come in and do this tonight? Ugh. Shit. And to top it all off, you don't get Cyber Monday money, Mur.
That's what you call a bad beat in the business, man. Bad.
That's a bad beat right there, guy.
Oh, now I'm nervous about Buffalo. Now that we're looking at it here, and we had Manish Mehta on last week talking about quarterbacks in the
real quick. Hold on. Did you see the handshake between O'Brien and Belichick? Yeah, you tell me that he doesn't care about the Easterby leaving and the Caserio stuff because O'Brien had to basically like reach over and tap Belichick, and he looked over and was like, and just gave him like the deadest of dead fish handshakes. Woo!
That's a good find right there.
Ooh, bad blood.
And they say that Caserio is not interested next year already. That came out.
Oh, right.
So
you had Manish Mehta from the Daily News on the show?
Yeah, he ranked. I'm watching it now, the handshake. Ooh, that was bad. Ooh, that was a cold shoulder handshake. That's like the half hug when you don't like the girl, but you want to like hug her a little bit, Oh,
hey, she likes you, but after the first date you ghosted, and somehow you see each other again. It's like, hey, and you give her the ear. She's going for like the kiss. You give her the ear. Hey,
exactly. But yeah, he was ranking the quarterbacks in the AFC East, and it went Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, and then it went Fitzpatrick, and then Brady. I don't know. After this week, who was the best quarterback this week? Was it Allen or was it Fitz? Allen, Fitz, Darnold, Brady?
I would say Fitz, Allen, Brady, Darnold. Brady was the third best AFC quarterback.
At the bottom.
That is an opinion, but at the same time, it is a mostly factual statement. I owned it. I have to live with that shit. Pat's losses, they're not just hangovers. They're just soiled diapers. You're literally not allowed to take off for 7 straight days, and you just have to, or at least like 3 days. And then by the time you get to Thursday and Friday, you convince yourself that they'll win the next game. They're not going to drop 2 in a row. But it's just a disgusting, dirty diaper you have to sit in for days. And the only thing that makes it, no, callers to the radio and ice cold beers aren't washing this one over. They suck tonight. That's a game they should have won, and they blew it. You blew it. You blew it. That's your fourth quarter live on Fan Cred Friends. Joey's checking to see if there were any other side bets he made, or maybe if he hedged.
I'm out. My week's over, man. Sucks.
Oh, shit. That does suck. That's your fourth quarter live on the Fan Cred app, fancred.com. Your old pal Fitzy, Nick Stevens here checking in. I'll be on tomorrow morning on WEEI 93.7 FM, the Greg Hill Show. We may get Brady if they fly back tonight. I doubt it. Brady will probably call in Tuesday. If they have to stay in Houston because the weather, like the Patriots game plan tonight, is garbage, then maybe he'll call in from Houston tomorrow, and won't that be a treat for us? This has been Joey Murr. Joey, tell them where they can find you, where you're at. And
Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. with Toucher and Rich. And, of course, the Over Under 985 podcast for all your betting needs, even though I lost my bet tonight.
Follow me on your socials at FitzyGFY. He's at Joey Murr, Murr. And, yes, we do live in a world where Boston has competing sports radio stations where there's a personality on each morning show with the last name Murr. You don't think Boston –
the same station name, Murray, as well, but whatever.
You're doing a great job filling in for Wallach. I hope he gets better soon, just like the Patriots, pal.
Appreciate it, my man.
Hey, good hanging with you. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week on the Fourth Quarter Live. You take care. God bless. And Matt, I'm disgusted, but hey, good to see you guys as well. Go Pats. See ya.
Later, Fitz.
Later, pal.